Hello everyone and welcome to another series in the Intel Extreme Masters Season 2 Finals. It is playdate number 5 of Group B now, and we're starting with the Night Elf versus Human matchup between Paladyn, the Polish Night Elf spawning at the top right of ToD in red, who's going for an altar first, Moonwall and probably an Agent of War here, and his opponent in his favored dark green at the bottom left, the French human player ToD, who of course starts with an altar, barracks and the first farm. Pretty quick scout here by him. Apparently wanted to make sure that there is no close position, or in case of a close position, he probably would have taken a different approach than he's going to do now. For the outcome of this group stage, this match is completely irrelevant. Both ToD and Paladyn have faced the 3 undead players of this group previously, Alfie, Lucifer and Happy, and Paladyn lost to all 3 of them with a total map score of 0-6, whereas ToD was able to beat all 3 of them with a total map score of 6-0. So no matter how this match ends, even if Paladyn wins with 2-0, ToD will be rank 1 of this group, and Paladyn will be rank 5 of this group at the end of the group stage. So let's see if Paladyn, given that this time there's absolutely no pressure on him, and given that he is not facing an undead this time, let's see if he can perhaps take a map, or maybe even 2, against the, of course, highly favored human player. So the scout peasant here has already been busy. He builds a scout tower here, which is a bit surprising. Demon Hunter should be spawning any second, and I'm not even sure if this is gonna come through, because usually the Demon Hunter can just grab the item and head across the map. But well, actually, I was just about to say maybe he's just got enough time, but it looks like he's just gonna have this one ready to cancel at short notice once the Demon Hunter or anything arrives that deals any damage to it. Slippers for Paladyn. Let's see if ToD is equally lucky, and yes, he is. Both of them finding the item they were hoping for here at their first creep spot. The water metal should make sure not to get a detonate on itself here, given that ToD doesn't want to provide any free XP onto this Demon Hunter. Currently 3 farms are on the field. We'll keep an eye on perhaps a 4th one, which would pretty much signal the fast expansion here for ToD. Of course, that's very much what I'd be expecting here, but if there's a map for 1 base play, it may be Turtle Rock. See, ToD is getting ready to continue creeping the green camp at first. There's the 4th farm. He's getting defend as well, so yeah, this apparently is going to be a super late, probably fast expansion by him. I mean, there's always chances for like a tower rush or something like that, but I wouldn't necessarily expect to see that. Demon Hunter continues dancing around at this stage. He definitely needs to make sure not to take too many free hits, given that he needs to be in a position to really put the pain on the human player once he starts creeping that expansion. Defend is halfway done. IEM burned out of mana. Also, given that he's not going to have a water metal around here to creep the expansion, the defense is going to be of great help, given that the footman will hardly take any damage from all of the piercing by both the archers and the majority of creeps. The last hit here is going to ToD. So do the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. 2 footmen chasing the Demon Hunter here, and yeah, he's taken a lot of damage here already, and he hasn't really dealt too much damage. He's gotten a bit of XP from a detonator and a water mantle. He's gonna get the boots now, perhaps. Okay, getting a circlet. And not the boots. Heading back to do some harassment here. There the militia are coming. ToD starts creeping immediately here with 4 defend footmen. He's almost got the mana for another water metal. The Wisp is coming in, but ToD is running away with the IEM, and the Wisp isn't going to be in a position to stop this water metal from spawning. First creep has fallen. 6 militia in total are coming in, trying to surround the Demon Hunter. Is he yeah, he's actually getting the creeps helping out the human player, and the Demon Hunter is going to be forced to town portal, and this is going to be a very, very easily crept expansion. The IEM is probably even going to get level 3. Fortunately for the Demon Hunter, or for the Night Elf, it's only Boots of Kel'Thalas. 3 archers have been left here for the time being. 3 more actually reinforcing right now, so we're going to see a lot of pressure here. Perhaps with a Naga second, just, given that he's built so many archers here. Not really sure how much damage he's going to be able to do though against a level 3 IEM, who's probably going to get another water mantle onto the field. And a huge load of defend footmen. Let's see, the Demon Hunter is about to grab some items here. Buying the dust, okay, stealing the dust here. And ToD is heading into that direction. Let's see if he's going to be able to spawn the water mantle. Demon Hunter is coming in. ToD is the first one to react. And he's getting the water mantle out. He's not going to get the dust here. So these archers will be just a wee bit annoying. Naga second is now out. And the Sol is a little bit late here on top of things. And, well, I mean, the early game hasn't been great for Paladyn to say the least. He still has this level 1 Demon Hunter. And having his lores late isn't going to help him either. So a couple of these footmen are pretty low on HP. The Demon Hunter is probably going to be getting the level 2 here shortly, as, you know, there's not too much to do for ToD to prevent him from getting at least a few kills. He has nicely anticipated this aggression though, sending the water mantle back early to help him defend. Another footman, another peasant has fallen here. The archer needs to pay attention. Is she gonna be able to hide? It looks like it, yes. Footman raising the sword, but the archer disappearing into the shadows just in time. IEM is going to have a rough time getting another water mantle on the field. Arcane Tower halfway finished. The Demon Hunter continues harassing here, and Archer even falling. Keep in mind the IEM still doesn't have a dust because, yeah, Paladyn was able to deny it. It looks like this tower is going to get cancelled just in a nick of time. And given that the Demon Hunter is skilling Immolation second here, that's going to be a very, very important pick off by Paladyn. But more militia coming in, more defend footmen. Nighttime is about to run out though, and keep in mind that the Night Elf doesn't have a town portal anymore, so he's gonna have to be very careful with both his Naga and his Demon Hunter. Naga is retreating a little bit now. Actually, he did get another water mantle out here as the Demon Hunter was too low on mana to burn the IEM anymore, but actually the IEM is the target. Let's see who is gonna die first here. All three heroes pretty low on HP. ToD still has the town portal, and I think he is probably going to be forced to get out of there. The Naga is falling first. The IEM is falling as well. He doesn't pull the town portal for reasons maybe only he knows. Okay, he doesn't have a shop here, but I would still claim this may have just been a micro mistake. A level 3 IEM is quite the big loss here, and Paladyn already has an Ancient of War in position. Let's see if that one's even going to survive against the creeps here though. A couple of wisps are being pulled. Demon Hunter is joining. Not really sure if he can get, I don't think he can creep here because with the Gargantuan Sea Turtles AI, which always makes it attack the weakest unit around, this Demon Hunter is gonna have to stay the hell away from this creep camp. And ToD doesn't really seem to care that his IEM is currently dead. Tech is, by the way, halfway done for the human player already as well. Yeah, he's just applying some more pressure here with the footman. Trying to run away, doesn't want to give this this creep camp so easily to Paladyn. Of course, he's losing a footman here and there, but that's what they are there for. First two Dryads out, by the way, so I'm assuming two Lores are in the base here. Circlet just sitting there. Looks like he dropped it and may have forgotten to pick it back up. And these turtles really are putting the pressure onto the Ancient of War here. Demon Hunter continues chasing a couple of footmen. I think 3 have fallen in total, which is totally acceptable here for ToD. And is Paladyn really forced to abandon this creep camp? The Ancient of War has been healing up a little bit right now, of course, coupled with the repair of the wisps, because the turtle just went away, went back for a little bit, so it looks like now the camp will be crept somewhat safely. IEM is going to be back soon, but tier 2 is finished already for ToD. He's got 700 gold saved up. Just spent some of it. Is he getting tier 2 buildings already? No, he got the Naga second as well. But the majority of this camp is already gone, and with 3 Dryads out and the Naga on the side of Paladyn as well, ToD really shouldn't look for a straight up fight at the moment. His Naga is just such a weak link and so easily sniped out by Demon Hunter with boots, the Frost Arrow of the Naga, and the slow of these Dryads. And it looks like the pressure will be kept up immediately here. The tower is nicely placed though, pretty far in the back, not really, you know, a target that can be sniped. Double Arcane Sanctum coming for ToD to continue scripting here. Luckily for him, not being scouted by Paladyn. definitely quite a risk he's taking here. I mean, he still has the town portal, of course, and now he's got a shop at his expansion, so he could have town portal there. But nevertheless, of course, not really an investment you necessarily want to have to make as a human player at this stage of the match. 45 supply for ToD. This expansion should definitely be cancelled, even though the Demon Hunter is there. Just doesn't have the damage output to prevent the human army from coming in here and getting that kill. Yeah, it cancels the expansion. Of course, needs those resources back. Druids are coming in for some dispels. Gonna have a difficult time positioning themselves here. Immolation used by the Demon Hunter just for a brief moment, and now he's going for the Naga. As I said, a very, very weak link, and ToD has to town portal out. Delaying the counter expansion, pretty important though, pretty big deal. He's at 1,000, ToD that is at about 1,200 gold now. The farm here has been cancelled. I'm assuming he's gonna build a couple more before going into low upkeep. Workshop is coming as well, so we're gonna see the big Breaker, Caster, Mortar army on the human side. First upgrades for the Breakers, excuse me, are coming here. The Workshop is gonna be, is he gonna even get the cancel? It looks like he may not. ToD is bringing a lot of peasants here to repair. He of course knows that the mortar teams are gonna be a vital part of his army, especially with the decent number of Druids on the field here for Paladyn. And look at how late Paladyn's tier 3 tech is. Pretty big investment into those Druids. The counter expansion has, you know, not been secured quickly though, even though he's got so many Druids here. Another Water Metal Dispel, of course, that's always some welcome XP on Paladyn's side. ToD has another town portal and he's using it right now. Even though the Demon Hunter's not even there, perhaps he could have fought for wee bit longer. Then again, you know, doesn't really have a lot of damage output against these Dryads, and as long as they're not attacking the defend footmen, but the heroes, yeah, probably wouldn't have been too great for ToD anyways. Guess he didn't want to take too much damage because of how close this battle took place to his expansion, so perhaps another little bit of aggression here by Paladyn could have been painful if ToD had taken too much damage at that fight. In the meantime, counter expansion is soon to finish. Paladyn is, wow, still such a long way off tier 3, about another minute, and then, you know, Master Bears aren't even researched, and there's not a single one on the field just yet. I mean, Druid of the Claw, that is, of course, not Master Bear. So Paladyn is trying to keep the pressure up. ToD would like to creep a bit in peace here. He would just love to go for his, you know, 70-ish supply push against, you know, the hopefully around 50 of Paladyn, which, you know, pretty much a dream scenario. Paladyn wants to make as much use of these Druids as he can before the numbers spiral out of control for ToD. And they're already about to, I mean, look at it, 67 supply. Another 2 Breakers coming. Another Mortar team coming. 2 on the field right now. That's already a bit of trouble for the Dryads. By the way, 1-1 on these Footmen and Spellbreakers in the meantime. Yeah, it's 70 supply right now for ToD against 38 only for Paladyn, whose tier 3 has finished, whose shop is coming now, who's getting the Gargantuan Sea Turtle though, so at least that's something. Greater healing potion for the Demon Hunter, very, very useful. Slow has to be dispelled by the Dryad. Pitlord third for Paladyn, so he's gonna try and get some additional damage with Rain of Fire. But this looks like a pretty desperate attempt here. Expansion is just being saturated now. The Naga is still under pressure here. The Naga of ToD with the boots in her inventory, a lot faster, of course, than the Naga of Paladyn without boots. So, yeah, she's taking quite a bit of damage here. And Paladyn has to engage here if he wants to hold his expansion, but at the same time, how the hell is he supposed to do that? Okay, Immolation turned on here. Invo Potion turned on by the Demon Hunter from the back. The Dryads are coming in. Look at the damage output of these Mortar teams though. The first one may be falling soon here. Rain of Fire is coming in. Yeah, one of the Mortars is gone. The second one is being sniped with a Fog Lightning. The Pitlord has taken a significant amount of damage already though. The shop has finished in the meantime, but there's no staff, there's no orb, nothing like that yet for the elf. He just didn't have the time to go to the shop yet. And it looks like ToD doesn't really feel like giving him the time, and actually Paladyn is going not for bears but for a mountain giant here. Well, he's at least going to be able to tank quite a bit of damage, but well, other than that, he's not going to be able to kill anything here on his own. Naga is super low HP. ToD is moving forward with his Naga. Looks like she just went around the corner here, out of sight of ToD. But, I mean, she survived, but there's basically nothing else left. A lot of towers coming for the human player. And now the Mountain Giant, the Ancient of War, and the Demon Hunter basically are the last units standing in this fight. I mean, yeah, there's a Dryad and a Naga with a total of like 150 HP. It's like the... Okay, nothing is falling just yet. He's core-used. And is he even gonna get the kill on the Naga of ToD? I mean, not like it would matter. The Naga of Paladyn is actually falling first. And no, he's not gonna get the kill. Thanks to double slow on this Demon Hunter. Expansion may have been down at that point already for Paladyn. And ToD playing a pretty smooth game here on map number 1. Taking his time with the expansion, granted. But at the end of the day, getting it up quite safely. And even though he lost his AM there, he just, you know, with the delay of Paladyn's counter expansion, he was just able to mass up such a huge army. Just gained so much more income here, as you can see. And at the end of the day, that led to a fight with like 70 supply against almost 80 here. I guess that was at the end when the fight was already over. Against only hardly over 50, and that's just no fight that the Night Elf can win unless he's got like the most insane heroes ever. But that certainly wasn't the case here on the side of Paladyn. ToD is leading 1-0, and map number 2 will be Terina's Stand.